Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel, and if you're new here, welcome. My name is Trina, and in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you everything that I have crocheted in the month of May. Today is June 6th as I'm filming this, and I'm hoping very much that my mic won't pick up golden hour that has been blasting through the sound system outside our house for the whole day. But yeah, today I'm going to be showing you everything that I've crocheted in the month of May, which I did not expect to be this much. However, I think I did pretty good actually. So for the first project that I'm going to be sharing with you, before that, I will link every pattern tutorial video or the Instagram post of where I've seen all of these patterns down in the description if you're interested. And I also will leave a link of the first link you will be seeing is the link to my brother's Shopee account, where I put up all of the listings of some of the items that I have crocheted here to the side that I am selling if you are interested in having one but not make one. So I have it down there in the description if you're interested. I would appreciate it if you browse and such. So I'm going to move the camera up a bit, just a little bit, so you can see the first project that I actually finished. I started this at the end of April, I think. So this is a shawl pattern. I made it into a scarf actually because this is very much shorter. This is Secret Pats by Johanna, Lindahl. I will leave the link, as I've said, of the pattern. This was fun to make actually. I started it, I think, April 26th. I finished May 6th. And I used a total of 4.5 skeins of yarn for this. Mainly the pastel yellow and the pine green one, these two. And then the mugwort green was like my accent color for that. This shawl, I'll just say shawl because that's the pattern for this. It was intended for gradient yarn, but I decided to just choose 3 colors from my stash and make it, and so I could wear it to conventions and such. However, I did have a lot of mistakes. I even had this one incident wherein I pulled on a loose end of strand while I was sewing in the ends, and this got ripped out. That's why I made a border right here with another of my mugwort green color yarn just to tie in with all of the edging. And yeah, I was super upset when I realized that I tore a part of this first magic circle when I started the pattern, but still it was fine. It was fun actually to change color of yarn in between the front posting and back posting of these parts, as well as the popcorn stitches. This was very new to me, and it is the first time ever that I have followed an actual written pattern. It is free on her website, and I really enjoyed making this. I was planning on using this for maybe if I go to conventions and such. And yeah, this is the first project that I've finished for the month of May. Next up we have here is a bunch of puffy scrunchies that I have added to the shop. If you don't know me and my concept for these scrunchies, I basically follow the color scheme of Genshin Impact characters. And for example, this is for Ayato, this is for Child Tartaglia. I have here one for Venti. I have here finally I found the perfect color yarn for Wanderer Scaramouche. I also have here for Yelan, Raiden Shogun, and this is not part of the shop, but I don't know if my best friend is actually watching my videos, but Tenshi, if you're watching, this is for you. There's no particular occasion, there's no need for a particular occasion, right, if you wanted to give something to your best friend, so that one is for her. And I have the last one here. This is probably the softest yarn I have ever encountered, but this is my set of pastel colored monocolor collection. You can get all of these now at the shop. I have it all available and on hand if you're interested. As I've said, the link is the first one you see in the description, and those are the additional to my Scrunchies collection colors for the month. Next we have here is another fun one actually. These are drawstring pouches of the Animal Crossing bells. I really enjoyed it. When I saw the pattern of this over on Instagram, I was very excited to make this actually because for one, I was in the hyperfixation phase of Animal Crossing again for the past few weeks as I grinded for Nook Miles, and I saw this bells pouch crochet pattern, and I'm really loving this. So in the shop, I named this the 1K bells pouch and the 10K bells pouch. Just to be creative with the naming of the item. I really enjoyed this. This is very fun. And also the 10K bells pouch actually fits a bunch. I did make one, like the pouch only, not the star and the drawstring, just the whole this part, to make for like putting my scrap yarns in, or like the current ones that I am using as of the moment, like a yarn basket of some sort, and it fits like 4 skeins, and I'm very happy about that. And I like how these turn out. The pattern is very easy to follow, and it's very fun once you finally see how it looks. And it looks legitimately like the Belle's pouch in Animal Crossing. This is the basket that I was referring. This is not the same color as the Belle's pouch, because I just wanted this for myself and not to sell. So this fits about 4 skeins of my milk cotton yarn that I'm using. I'm just preparing this for the next project that I'm doing, which is for June, so you'll see that when the time comes. So yeah, this is like the simple, I made it shorter just so to fit like 4 skeins for current projects that I'm using. And I also have here a little friend. This is supposed to be a, well, if you know crochet and you've seen like the baby whales, I wanted to make one for myself. This is almost like a mint whale sort of situation. I even have the keychain here up top. However, I really hated how I decreased with the white yarn, so I did not continue with the tail or the fin anymore. So it's one of the fails. However, I do still keep it like there. Just a little friend for my crochet basket. Next, I have here actually, this is some sort of like product testing situation. However, I don't think I am able to put this up on the shop unless I improve either the way I make it, or maybe, I don't know. So these are photo cards. I'll just show you. These are photo top loader card holder. This is the first one that I've made actually as practice for myself. I didn't even bother tucking in the ends because I was so upset with this. This first one was actually kind of too big, maybe because of the yarn that I'm using compared to the person who made the pattern. I think her yarn was a bit smaller, or like a 4-ply. I'm using a 5-ply 5-ply yarn, so maybe that's why. So it's kind of loose, but the frame is not that neat when I made this. So this is the first one that I made. I made a second one using a 4-ply yarn, but it was too flimsy for my taste, but it fits a bit better compared to the first one. However, I didn't find this as, like, it's not neat enough for me. Like, for example, if you're doing this like handmade style, like you won't sell it, you just use it for yourself. It is okay. It looks like very handmade, as I said, and it's okay if you made it. However, if you are making something that you are going to sell, you also want to have that quality and that neatness for your product, so that people can appreciate what you did, and also for the price that they pay. I also tried this one. I found this, like, I think it was a Korean tutorial video of how to make these photo card holders with like cat ears and bunny ears, and this was a chore to make actually. I think I can like tug on it. Hold on a second. Yeah, of course I didn't block this, but however, I thought that if I were to block this, I didn't even have the right height for one of the ears. As I said, it was product testing. I wanted this actually for myself, not to sell, but for myself. However, if I block this anymore, I am afraid that the yarn might stretch, and like as you can see, it's very loose. So this was a fail. However, it's still cute. I don't know if they make like bigger photo card top loader things like this one. So this is like, I don't know if there were like phones back in the day that have this size. I don't even think my phone can fit in here. But back in the day, there are phones that can actually fit in this. So yeah, those are the 3 top loaders that I am like trying out to see if it's okay or not. But for now, it's not as neat and as of a good quality as I would like it to be. And then with that top loader holder fiasco that I have, I was pretty much upset with the thing that somehow I can't do what I want to do with it. So I wanted to find something easy, something for myself to do, and not think about anything with the shop or whatever. So I went on this rabbit hole of granny squares. So with all of my leftover balls of yarn, like little bits from different projects, I found the time to make granny squares. So these are the 5 that I have made so far. As you can see, they are very different in the outside border, and that's the thing that I really wanted to happen when it comes to my granny squares, I want each and every outer border to be different. I don't care if the inside is like almost the same. Like for example, these both have the center of purple. These both have I think it's this one. This one has the same with the purple, and this one is not. I wanted this to end up being like a 9, no, not 9, a 3x3, I mean, 3x3 tote bag of like, it's laid out that way, and I need a few more of these if I want to. So basically, I just need 13 more granny squares, and my thing is that I want all of these to be like leftover yarn from different, like, what do you call this? Different projects. I don't think I will be able to finish this project anytime soon. As you can see, I need like 13 more, I think, to make it a 9x9 square tote bag that I will be carrying around in the future. So I hope I could like make more stuff so that I could have more scrap yarn to use up. And finally, I think this is the last one that I've made for the month of May. It is actually a miscolored Miikyuu. It's a Miikyuu Plush, and it actually has a wobbly head. I intentionally made the stitching very loose so that his head could wobble, and he could, like, if you align it properly, he could probably stand. But yeah, so this adorable little plushie is actually like a sample of what I wanted to do for like a bigger scale, spoiler alert. But I found this pattern, I really enjoyed doing it. And of course, I've used like scrap yarns as well for this one, like the leftover like beige color, like brown and my maroon, instead of the actual Miikyuu colors of like a dusty sort of yellow, black, and the cheeks will be like red and a darker shade of brown. And this was already very difficult to make. I had like trouble doing the bottom part. I'm very not good when it comes to like crocheting using darker colored yarn because I can't see properly. I don't think that's a me thing. I think most people also have difficulty when it comes to like black, dark gray, very dark maroons and such when it comes to crocheting, unless you're a master and memorize all of where the stitches are. But yeah, it was difficult, but it was very fun. I did, however, manage to make a mistake when it comes to the head. As you can see, it is very, it doesn't puff back out, because I think when I was sewing the eyes, I was doing it going outside then coming back in, so it basically dragged all of the stuffings of the head towards the front part of the head. So at least I did that in a smaller scale, and if ever I will be making a bigger scale, at least I know how to do it now. So yeah, this is the very tiny Miikyuu that I made for the month of May, just a little companion for me for my desk. So lastly, here we have the stats. I have made like a spread for my yarny projects here on my journal. I did manage to use up, so I was tallying how many balls of yarn or skeins of yarn that I have used and in what color, so in case I want to like what do you call that, repurchase, I would know which ones have already ran out. I have managed to use up 9.5 balls of yarn for the month of May. However, if I go to the front here where I have like my yarn stash list, I have repurchased, or I have purchased 24 balls of yarn. So I have like, if you cross out all of the ones that I've used from the previous stash and add these, I have roughly 35 balls of yarn before June. However, as you can see, there are stars in these. Those balls of yarn, 16 of them I believe, are already designated to a very specific project, and I will probably use them up, maybe, because I am actually halfway through the project and I only have used 3 balls of the light gray ones that I allotted like 10. I was afraid actually of running out of yarn. That's why I bought like a whole set, which is 10 skeins. So if I won't be able to use up all of my light gray, you will know what color my granny square tote bag will be. So anyway, beginning of June, I have roughly 35 skeins of yarn left in my stash, and I am still planning to use them up. I just don't know what projects I will be doing other than these ones. I have like allotted some. I have ideas. And last, very last, I actually want to talk about this one. This one is actually my first ever swatch. I tried knitting for the first time in the month of May, and as you can see, I don't know, this is how I started. This is like the cast on stitch. I think I have increased unintentionally throughout, that's why it tapered off a bit, and my cast off is not that good, but it's my first swatch. It's my first ever knitting, and I think I got around to the motion right about here. So yeah, I just tied it here as a little keychain of sort, reminder to myself that that is your first attempt, you can do better. Can't even get them all in frame. So yeah, that is everything that I have crocheted for the month of May. I hope you guys enjoy, and do leave down in the comment what you think, and I hope you also look through the Shopee shop that my brother and I have for these projects if you're interested. And thank you so much. I hope you enjoy it again, and I will see you in the next video. So until then guys, take care and bye bye.